Hello everyone and welcome back to another very exciting chess game by Garry Kasparov, who had the white pieces in this chess game, and his opponent was Viktor Gavrikov, the Soviet chess grandmaster, who has passed away in 2016. So he was a pretty strong chess player with a colorful chess career, but in this chess game his opponent was no other than the great, or even the greatest of all times, Garry Kasparov, the GOAT. So this chess game was played in the Soviet Union Chess Championship in 1981. So let's see what happened. This is a fantastic chess game. Kasparov starts the game with d4, and we have c4, Queen's Gambit, e6 declined, and after knight to f3, we have c5. And the position is transposing into the Tarrasch variation, the Tarrasch defense. But we have c takes on d5. Usually knight to c3 is one of the most played moves. So g3, Kasparov is not playing knight to c3. He is saving his knight for the perfect moment. He is not yet developing. So both players are mobilizing the army, pinning the knight, and black castled. Knight to c3, so targeting the d-pawn, pushing the pawn, and then bishop takes knight, giving up the bishop and placing the knight in a very aggressive square, so defending the queen and attacking the knight. Kasparov played knight to d2, a6, rook over, defending the bishop, knight to c4, and black is planning to expand from the queen side, knight back, and so far the position is for about equal. Knight to d6. After queen takes knight, we see some simplification, capturing on c6. So queen goes back, and black has the bishop here, but is black going to be able to use that bishop here against Garry Kasparov? Let's see. Rook over, and Kasparov is creating an Alekhine gun in the c file. So pushing the pawn, and Kasparov is aiming on f4, on f7. So targeting the pawn, bishop up, Kasparov is targeting the pawn again. So he is threatening bishop takes on f7, forking the king and the rook. So rook to e7, bishop goes back. So in this position, maybe black can push the pawn. So bishop goes back, prophylactic move, rook to e5, bishop to h5, remaneuvering the bishop, and still Garry Kasparov is targeting the pawn. Black didn't want to go back in this position, and if black can go back, maybe knight to d5 is also possible, forking the rook and the bishop. So we have g6, pushing the pawn, and maybe black was expecting that Garry Kasparov was going to retreat his bishop, and then life is good, everything is fine, and the position is for about equal. But Garry Kasparov played an unexpected move, which made his opponent's mouth wide open. Well, this is what Kasparov played. Bishop takes on g6. Kaboom! Slashing, crashing, dashing, attacking chess game by Garry Kasparov. An unbelievable sacrifice by Kasparov. So this move requires bravery. What an amazing, dynamic, attacking move by Kasparov. So capturing the bishop, and then bang, rook takes on g6. The f-pawn is pinned, of course. So we have king to f8. You might ask what happens if king to h8. Then simply queen takes on f7, and how to defend the checkmate threat. Also the rook is threatened. Rook to h6 is also a threat. Or queen to g7. So in this position it looks like there is no defense. This is why after rook takes on g6, Kasparov sacrificed a piece, but he has a very strong attack, a very dynamic and then aggressive attack by Kasparov. So king to f8, and then rook to h6 by Kasparov, and in this position he is threatening rook to h8 and winning the queen. So king to e7. Well, basically we can say that Garry Kasparov had his opponent on the ropes. He is at the driver's seat. He is the boss. He is the boss. So we have king to e7, not allowing rook to h8 check. But if king to g7, can you see what white can play here? Can you see the winning move for white? White has a very strong move in this position. Did you see that move? Actually, white plays a move, and after that move, winning instantly. The move is rook to h7. This is why black didn't want to attack the rook and gain the tempo, because checking the king, only move, one of the only moves. If king goes down, of course, queen to g6 is getting checkmated, and this is also getting checkmated, knight to g6. So king over, rook over, and defending. So doubling, and this looks very dangerous, of course. So rook to f5, maybe black was afraid because of rook to h7 and targeting the pawn. Queen to f3, bishop to c7. Black wants to get rid of the knight and simplify the game, which is a logical decision because, as you know, Kasparov is a piece down. But Garry Kasparov checks the king. He is not letting his opponent to simplify the game. And in this position, black is in big trouble. So black is defending with the rook. If, as you can see, if king to d7, then capturing the rook with check because the king is going to block the bishop. And if king goes up, king to f8, then rook to h8 is going to win the queen. So we have rook to e5, and it is white to move. And Garry Kasparov played another breathtaking move. Well, he sacrificed another piece, knight to g6 by Garry Kasparov. So capturing the knight and then rook check, and black is running out of safe squares for the king. So king to f8, and after Kasparov captured on g6, black resigned because how do you defend the checkmate threat? Actually, there is no sensible defense. If rook to f5, then check, check, and checkmate. There is no defense. Kasparov attacks with all guns blazing. So in this position, if queen to e8, then queen to g7 is getting checkmated again. Actually, there is zero defensive chances in this position for black. So you can see that this chess game is a perfect example of how Garry Kasparov was a very dangerous attacker if given the chance. It is almost impossible to survive against Garry Kasparov. It would be something like trying to survive against a shark in the open sea. That would be impossible. So Kasparov was basically incredible when it comes to attack, when he finds that chance, when he finds that weakness, that opening. So Kasparov is one of the most aggressive and one of the greatest chess players of all times. And this chess game is just one little sample of his amazing chess game. So I hope that you have enjoyed watching this chess game. And I hope to see you next time with more exciting chess games. So stay safe, take care, and bye-bye.